Have you ever wondered why some of your friends can drink iced coffee and feel fine, but when you do it, your stomach gets torn up? Or why some people can skip meals like it's no big deal, but when you do it, you get hangry in 10 minutes? Like me. Ayurveda and traditional medicine actually have a really beautiful way of explaining this through something called your dosha, or your unique mind-body constitution. So in this video, we're going to break all of this down super simply and help you figure out yours. So what is a dosha according to Ayurveda? Well, first, Ayurveda is a system of health from India. And in this system, instead of treating everybody the same, it understands that every body is built very differently. It says we're made up of the 5 elements: earth, air, fire, water, and ether, which is space. And that each of these 5 elements kind of mix and combine to form 3 energies, or the 3 doshas, which are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. You can think of these 3 energies, or the 3 doshas, as your body's operating system. We all have all 3 doshas within us, but most of us tend to lean towards 1 or 2 of the doshas a little bit more heavily. The first dosha we're going to talk about is Vata. Vata is made up of air and ether, or space, and this is the energy of movement. So anything that moves in your body, your breath moving in and out of your lungs, your blood circulating through your body, digestion, thoughts, lymphatic system, even your nervous system. These are all things that are regulated by Vata. People with a high Vata constitution tend to be creative, quick thinkers, spontaneous. Think of Vata like the eccentric artist, or the fast-talking best friend, or that person who is always traveling. When this type of person is out of balance, they can tend toward dryness, constipation, scatter-mindedness, like always forgetting things, trouble sleeping, insomnia, some coldness in the limbs as well. Personally, when my Vata is high, I get really flaky skin on my hands, my face, and my scalp. My bowel movements become irregular, and my mind just feels like it has a million tabs open and like I can't focus on one thing at a time. On the positive side, this is also when I create my best artwork and when I feel most inspired to travel and take new trips. So to balance Vata, we want to bring in more slowness, slowing everything down. Maybe some restorative yin yoga practices, warm and wet foods, and routine. We want to bring all of that scattered out here, Vata, airy, fun, spontaneous energy back into the body. So anything that can get you back in your body and connected with the earth. The next dosha is Pitta. Pitta is made up of fire and water, but think of this water as more of an oil. Our pittas can get very oily and fiery. This is the energy of transformation, and Pitta governs our digestion, intellect, and focus. Pitta types are super organized, get things done type of people. Think the competitive athlete, or the super successful CEO, or like a brilliant detective. At their best, Pitta types are really strong, leaders, independent. At their worst, they can become hyper-competitive, jealous, judgmental, inflamed, aggressive, and burnt out. When my Pitta gets too high, I get burning indigestion, maybe loose stools, and just overall a feeling like I need to work, get things done, and I always find myself comparing myself to others, which is not my natural state at all. So it's like ding ding ding, there's an imbalance. Your Pitta's too high, you're running too hot. But on the bright side, this is also when I have the most energy, really good memory, like sharp discrimination, and I just have the biggest appetite for life and for food. So to balance Pitta, we want to bring in cooling practices, cooling foods and drinks, slow walks, less stress, and overall just not turning life into a competition. The last dosha is Kapha. Kapha is made up of earth and water, and this is the energy of stability. This is also the energy of like structure, calmness, and just overall good health, good immunity. These are your steady, nurturing, and reliable humans. That cuddly best friend who is loyal, compassionate, caring. It's like Mother Earth energy. But at their worst, Kaphas can get really sluggish, a lot of congestion, extra mucus in the body, just an overall feeling of heaviness. This is where we also get into things like oversleeping, hoarding, just holding on to things that no longer serve them. When my Kapha is high, I have a really hard time getting out of bed in the morning, getting my workouts in, and I just kind of like to lounge around and eat sweets all day. This can also bring up a feeling of like resistance to change. So again, when my Kapha is high, I just kind of feel stuck. So to balance Kapha, we want to bring in more stimulation. These are the types that can do hot yoga, sweating, more intense movement, and just overall trying new things. Okay, so to make this a bit more practical, I'm going to read a couple of questions that I have here on my iPad, and you can just answer these to yourself, honestly, or you can jot them down with pen and paper. Maybe this will help you get a better understanding of your dosha, your constitution. And remember, this is not a personality test or a label. This is just a snapshot in time to help you cultivate a better understanding and awareness of yourself and the energies that you have within your own body. So, for example, is your body frame thin, muscular, or thick and sturdy? Thin would be Vata, muscular would be Pitta, and thick would be Kapha. Does your body temperature run cold, which is Vata, hot, which is Pitta, or cool, which is Kapha? After you eat a meal, do you tend towards bloating, which is Vata, heartburn, which is Pitta, or nausea, which is Kapha? Is your mental activity creative and scattered, Vata, focused and driven, Pitta, or calm and steady, Kapha? So these are just a few examples and questions that you can meditate on. Whatever shows up most is likely going to be your dominant dosha right now. If you'd like to take a full-length dosha quiz, the materials are on my website, which I will link in the description box below. And I would love to know which dosha you resonate most with. If you'd also like to drop which dosha you are in the comments, I would absolutely love to hear from you. And again, remember, the goal is not to label yourself or judge yourself. There is not one dosha that is better or worse than the next. Again, this is all about self-compassion and just cultivating a greater sense of awareness about yourself and your own patterns. You're not broken. You're not something that needs to be fixed. You are a beautiful, unique makeup of all of the elements, all of the doshas, and it's so magical to see how they play out in your own body. So much love. Let me know if you'd like to see more content like this, and I will see you all soon. Bye.